Kal at the 12 o'clock as the yellow Protoss, and at the 4:30, 5 o'clock position, we have Bisu as the red toss here. And so I'm assuming that this is going to be a very good matchup. Almost as good a matchup as Stork versus Bisu, which is always just freaking epic. Kal versus Bisu is very good as well, as Kal is a very good Protoss player. Always been really good. Never was too bad. Never was like that great. Never was as great as Bisu, but is very consistent and plays very well. Don't exactly know what his record is against Bisu. Hopefully they'll show that at the bottom right. Looks like Gateway's going out for both players. But I know that he's a good player. I know that he is a good player, and Bisu's pretty good at his PvP, man. He just has amazing shuttle reaver play. His shuttle reaver play is probably the best out of any Protoss. I'll go that far to say. A simulator going down for Kal, and Bisu also picking up in a simulator as well. So mirror matchup and mirror builds, it looks like. But whoa! Something going on for Kal, it looks like there. Don't know what that was. Maybe that was just the gateway, and I'm on crack, but not sure. It looks like Bisu's going to be scouting in the wrong direction. Kal just now sending out his scout, and it looks like it's going to go in the wrong direction as well. Probably going to see Bisu scout, so going to be able to scout Bisu a little bit sooner than he would have. And so, don't really like SKT's uniforms, though. I think that they need to stay away from that puke orange color, man. That color is really bad. 79 score going up for Bisu, and I'm pretty sure another core is going up for Kal. But actually, it doesn't look like it. Actually, it looks like Kal has not got his core up and running yet. He got his pylon before his core, which is kind of strange. Now his core is going up at behind his mineral line, but that's kind of surprising that he went for the pylon first. He also is putting a zealot, both players actually putting zealots at their ramp, not going to allow any type of scout in, and I just think that's ridiculous. I know I said this once before in one of my videos, but that's stupid how one zealot can block off the ramp like that. I don't really get it at all, to be honest. I think it's really stupid and dumb, and you should at least need 2 zealots to block off your ramp. You know, I guess it plays more into the tactics because you're not going to be able to get in a scout. You're not going to know what your opponent's going. But honestly, one zealot, man, that zealot's pretty damn skinny and able to pick off Bisu's probe. Bisu not doing his epic probe micro this time. And so core not spinning for Kal, surprisingly. Dragoon out for Bisu, as he did get his core a little bit sooner. So Bisu's going to have his core. He also has a cybernetics core spinning, and so he's probably going to be researching Dragoon range, I'm assuming. Probably not a fake, just because now we have the core spinning for Kal, but probably not a fake because that probe wasn't even in the base, and, you know, Dragoon range is super standard. Looks like 2 zealots out for Kal at his ramp now, just in case that that one zealot doesn't cut it. Also has a good Dragoon now, also for going for robotics, which is a little bit different than Bisu. Bisu hasn't picked up his robotics yet. Might be saving up some minerals for a quick expansion, which would be pretty different than obviously the robotics. And that probe now holding that ramp for some reason. I think Aztec is the map where there's 2 different ways into your base. There's that ramp into your base, and then there's that long, really wide kind of ramp that also leads up into your natural and into your base. So you're gonna have to defend both of those areas, and in my opinion, it's very hard for Terran to play against Protoss on this map. I might be totally wrong, but just assuming that, you know, you got your siege line up, the Protoss can come in from both sides, possibly put in a recall, something like that with some arbiters, and really kind of own you there. Another gateway going down for Kal. And yeah, I apologize for not knowing the statistics for all these maps, but as it is finals week, and I do, even though I've casted quite a few on Aztec and Benzene and Grand Line SE, a lot on Grand Line SE actually, because it's a reused map, but I just really don't have time to look all the maps up, and so yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's an excuse, but that's what I'm going to use for now. And I think that today I'm going to put up 2 videos because I'm just like kind of far behind on the nevake or nevake videos. I'm actually a week behind because today is the 7th. And so what I'm going to try to do is start putting out 2 videos a day. I mean, it's going to take a little bit longer for me, but not that much longer, and it'll be better for you guys, and I'll get more recent vids, and I'll eventually catch up, hopefully. Looks like we did see that quick expansion from Bisu, so he's going to have that base way before Kal. He's just now getting his observatory. Observatory already out for Kal. Kal already has an observer out. Probably has his robotics out as well. 2 Dragoons and 2 Zealots at the ramp for him. And Aztec's kind of a goofy map because your main is lower than your natural. Kind of like, I don't know, it's one of those Twilight maps that was back in 2008, 2009, kind of like that map. And so just the play is a lot different because you know, even though it is hard for Terran to hold off, if Terran can get onto your main or onto your natural, then they're just going to be able to shell away at your base and just pretty much contain you in that divot there, which is really bad. So actually, I don't know if PvT is balanced or imbalanced, or because you know both options are very viable. Reaver now out for Kal along with his shuttle. Looks like Kal might be pushing out here while he gets his expansion. And hopefully Bisu catches on to this. He has, it looks like, a slight advantage in terms of Dragoons. Does not have his Reaver out though. Opted to go for an Observer before the Reaver. Doesn't even have a shuttle, I believe. And this is going to be huge because Kal already has a shuttle and a Reaver. And Bisu is kind of stuck in this mid-transition range where he's just got his base up and does not yet have a Reaver nor a shuttle. The shuttle is probably going to be going in the back door while the Dragoons go in the front. No second meaning intended, but here comes the Reaver going into the base. The Observer is going to be able to spot for Bisu. Here comes the Reaver getting, oh, the Dragoon, epic Dragoon block there, but hold on, yes, and it does. Epic Dragoon block. Nice job by Bisu here. Here comes Kal, but Bisu has this ramp guarded off, and so Kal's not going to be able to get in. Oh my gosh. Epic Dragoon block by Bisu. Very nice job by him. He has his own Reaver out now. He opted to go for the Reaver first, I believe, rather than the shuttle first. Doing a very nice job. Looks like Kal's transferring his probes. But great defense. Great defense by Bisu, and it looks like Kal's lost his advantage, and now Kal is going to continue to fall behind, not too far obviously, but just fall behind simply because he did not have that base soon enough, and Bisu sees this. Bisu knows when his army is going to move in. Both players need to make sure their shuttles do not get picked off and their Reavers do not get picked off, because that could change the tide so very quickly. Bisu could lose his advantage very quickly, and Kal knows that the longer he waits, the longer Bisu has to macro up, so he's going to move in right now with his 2 Reavers and a shuttle. So it's really going to come down to Reaver play and how well they can micro those Reavers. And honestly, I think that Bisu has superior micro. Bisu has a very good defense at that northern position against the Reaver harass, doing a very nice job. And that really just shows how far ahead he is. He can really just you know, afford to do that. Here come the Reavers though, gonna get some attacks off on these Dragoons. The Dragoons move in, attacking the pylon. What the heck are they doing? Why did they just attack that pylon? But you know, Bisu can kind of afford to send that many Dragoons down there and keep them down there and still hold off the Dragoon army of Kal at the front here. Bisu just has a lot of Dragoons. Looks like Kal might be making a little bit more Zealots, going for speed lots rather than a huge Dragoon army like Bisu is. And don't really know if that's a good move. Don't know the cost effectiveness of going, you know, speed lots, having to get that Citadel and that leg upgrade a little bit earlier than your opponent when he's going match Dragoons. And Kal has opted to go for shuttle speed, so he's just going to try to go in, you know, very quickly for an attack here. It looks like he's going in from the north, going to try this yet again, and I don't think this is going to work, man. Bisu just has, you know, Dragoons there. Why the freak is he attacking his own building? Don't know why he's doing that. Bisu, you're kind of being goofy here. Oh, and Bisu's sending in some Reavers as well, and getting about 4 probes, showing him the master, showing him that he is the master. Oh my gosh, if this shuttle gets picked off, oh, the shuttle does get picked off. I don't know what was in that shuttle though. I have no idea what was in that shuttle, but if it was anything like a Reaver. That was huge. Bisu almost getting his shuttle picked off as well, but Bisu able to do damage, picking up a Forge and a Citadel. And here come the Reavers for Kal. Here comes Bisu's Dragoon army. His Reavers are in the back, not able to attack anything. They're not attacking anything. Bisu, you're gonna have to fall back. You're gonna have to fall back, Bisu. Now Bisu's in a ton of trouble because he did not utilize those Reavers. That's why Reavers come in so handy, because Bisu did not utilize his Reavers. His Reavers just too far back, not able to have sight or something, not having the range from those Dragoons on the top that, you know, that Kal was on the higher ground. And those Reavers didn't do anything. There's like 4 or 5 shots from the Reavers from Kal. Here come the Reavers for Bisu. Bisu's able to pick off one Dragoon, might be able to pick off another one, able to pick off about 3 probes, doing a nice job, doing a nice harass here, keeping his Reavers alive. Bisu's still stuck in his base. I think if Kal moved in, it would be very good. It looks like he might try to pick off the shuttle from Bisu. Bisu also has shuttle speed now, but no, he's not able to do so. 5 Dragoons still out for Bisu at the north position. And neither player has expanded again, so both are running off of 2 base. Templar Archives down for Bisu. Bisu might be going for some storm drops. But yeah, nice job by Bisu. Unfortunately, though, he didn't utilize his Reavers in that big engagement, and so I believe that he is behind in Dragoons just a little bit. But he did do some damage to Kal's economy, so Kal isn't going to be too far ahead. Honestly, I think it's pretty much back to even now, because Bisu had the advantage with that extra base earlier on, and you know, Kal just got the advantage a little bit, killing a lot of Dragoons of Bisu's. Kal now has his Dragoons kind of on the defense for that Reaver harass, and so both players looks like they're defending. Bisu's trying to pick up a base at that 6 o'clock position, and so we're gonna see how well he's able to defend this, because if he's able to put up this base, he's gonna be far ahead of Kal here. Looks like he has 3 Reavers at his front, doing a very nice job of splitting his forces, splitting his Dragoons, having the Reavers right in the middle. You know, because if Kal's Dragoons, you know, try to go for the Reavers, then he's just going to be able to pretty much swarm his forces with Dragoons and take him out that way. Another gateway going up for Kal, and it looks like Weapons 1 probably, or either Weapons 1 or Armor 1, depending on what upgrade he's got. I'll be able to see once they click on a Dragoon or something, but Weapons 1 being upgraded for Kal. For Bisu, here comes Kal with a Reaver, not being able to do anything, getting 1 hit off on that cannon, but very good pull by Bisu. That just shows his really superior multitasking. Bisu's known to have super high APM, you know, mid 300s, and so he does a very nice job. Kal looks like he's picking up a base at that 2 o'clock position, and so his base is going to be a little bit delayed compared to Bisu yet again, but I think that he's going to be fine. I don't think it's going to be too much of an advantage or disadvantage. It looks like we had an Archon morphing in for Bisu, 2 more pylons coming in, and Gateway in that mirror line, so he's really being careful, really being defensive, and oh man, Bisu needs to be careful with that shuttle, man. If Kal would have stopped moving and focus fired on that shuttle, it probably would have been 1 hit and then pop, 2 Reavers down. That's not what you want. And Bisu's on the attack here, building a little bit more Dragoons. Kal has high Templars in the mix as well, and now Bisu utilizing his Reavers like his. Oh, but really good storm on those Reavers, man. Oh my gosh, another good storm on the Reavers. The Reavers are gonna go down, but no, they stay alive. They barely stay alive. Here comes Bisu at the bottom. He has so many more Dragoons. He has just so many more Dragoons because of that economy's been kicking in and able to pick off the shuttle with a Reaver inside. There's only 1 more Reaver for Kal. Bisu has 2 Reavers. Storm going off on those Dragoons. The Reavers are still alive though. That's so critical. The Reavers are just doing so much damage, popping Dragoons left and right. And one of the Reavers gets taken out by the other Reaver. Another good storm. Oh my gosh, these are like Jaehoon or Jangbi storms, not Jaehoon, Jangbi storms. And Bisu's gonna have to back up now. It's just because Kal was able to reinforce way closer to his base. That engagement was a lot closer to his base, so he's able to reinforce so much faster, putting really good storms off on Jaedong's, on Bisu's Dragoons and his Reavers, and good defense by him, but he's in a ton of trouble because here comes Bisu yet again with Zealots, Archon in the mix, I think this is probably going to be game, guys, because, oh my gosh, Bisu, your storms are good too. Both players just having really good storms. That cannon's going to be a little bit annoying, but that cannon goes down really, really fast. I think this base is going to get taken out, and here comes a storm. Oh no! Oh my god, storm! Huge storms off on that probe line, a ton of probes just popping, and that was really painful to watch as a Protoss player. I guess it wasn't that painful because it was another Protoss player inflicting the damage, but wow. Just if I was Kal, I'd be devastated. Here comes 2 more Reavers being dropped, able to pick off one of the Dragoons, able to pick off another one, and it looks like Kal GG's